Do you want to build that hits a lot, crits a lot? Do you want to grind monos to add ailment stacking? Do you want to survive by just hitting non-stop? Then this build is for you. We are going to use Shatter Strike. By allocating 4 points in Cold Steel and Gemini from the passive skill tree, we get additional 240% crit multiplier. We also increase our attack speed with Ice Blink and our area of effect with Breath of Cold. With this crit multiplier, we need to make our crit chance as high as possible from our passive skill trees and equipment. We use Exanguinous and Last Steps of the Living to get high ward, and Frostbite Shackles for all the Frostbite, Freeze Multiplier, Ward Gain, and Ward Retention, which we all use on our character. We dual wield Crystal Swords with attack speed, critical strike chance, and melee critical strike chance for our prefix. We get Arcane Warden and Mana Reaver for survivability and sustain on Shatter Strike. We use Mana Strike to gain mana, allocating Arcanist Blade, and Mana Drain to get more mana, and also critical mana, since we do have high critical strike chance. With this setup, we can spam Shatter Strike for quite a while, or going into negative mana, then use Mana Strike when our mana is down. Refilling mana usually takes less than a second as long as you don't miss. Our support skills are Flame Ward, Enchant Weapon, and Teleport. Flame Ward grants us Ward Burst, cast when stunned, and has 2 charges. Enchant Weapon grants us high melee attack speed, increased elemental damage, and increased damage based on our missing mana. Since we are always going to empty our mana pool, our attacks get stronger the lower our mana gets. Get a +2 or +3 to our enchant weapon to maximize damage output. Get cooldown affixes on your belt and boots if possible, to maximize the uptime of the enchant weapon. We use these for the increased damage and survivability. Get resistances and crit chance on your rings, and melee damage on your passive skill tree to get as much damage as possible. What is left now are the suffixes in our swords. By allocating Frozen Shrapnel in our Shatter Strike, every time we use Shatter Strike, Icicle comes out of the character. They don't do much damage, but they can hit the same enemy multiple times. By adding Ignite, Poison, Bleed, and Armor Shred on hit, we can stack all these ailments into bosses. The bigger the boss, the greater the chance to be shotgunned with our icicles. We don't even need to scale our ailment damages. You can get chance to ignite on hit on Black Sun, and chance to bleed or poison on hit in Reign of Dragons. Good luck with that, as farming for crystal swords will surely suck the life out of you. It did with me. I haven't gotten ignite yet. That's it. Later.